Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 3/22/2025. You say it's your birthday. Woo! We went off the rails right off the bat. You say it's your birthday. It is my birthday. 16 Candles, Anthony Michael Hall. I think of it every time I have a birthday. I sing that song at least once every birthday. And probably during yours too. Looks like we made it. Well, we're just throwing some songs in right off the bat. Who's proud of me? I think my mom, in all, I think she'd be, I don't know. I don't know if she'd be proud of me. But I wrote that with confidence, but then I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, that's me telling myself, but in all, putting myself in my mom's shoes, I don't know that I would be proud of me. So she's probably not. Dad, same way. I don't think my dad would be proud of me. I mean, I think they'd be proud of my perseverance. I mean, there's some things about what I've done that they would have some pride in. But overall, David at 50, neither of them would be proud of me. I think that's true. I don't really need to make it more than what it is. I'm disappointed with me, so. But whatever. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I've not done well. I still got a long way to go, I think. I'm going to sing tonight. I'll enjoy that. I don't feel like... I've been pumping up this 50 in my head a little bit for the last 6 months, probably. When I started to really realize that I'm going to be 50. Somewhere along the lines, I started putting it in my head routinely. Because it is a big number, but now that I'm here, I don't know, it feels a little bit more real. It's a cautionary tale. I've just really screwed my life up. I was literally given everything you could be given. And what have I done with it? I do a video every day that very few people watch. And honestly, it's really kind of epitomizes my life. It's a little pathetic. I had another bad day at work yesterday. That's part of where I am with my mood. It just seems so hard. I definitely have way more bad days than good days at that job. Like, yesterday was a bad day when I really look back and go through it. I'm numb to it now, but I'm party one. I think there are really like 1 or 2 people that are on Team David in that whole place. There's people that are there and they know who I am, but if you're going to put it down to like a television show and if I'm a character on it, I'm not well liked. I'm just kind of there. There's an underlying thing that's noticeable. But it also is a very good environment. As long as I stay away from everyone. Honestly, I just don't know. I'm like the only man there really too. That's part of it. That seems to be a thing for me in my life. I'm like, God is like, listen, you are gonna have to learn how to deal with women. You can't just, no, you have to learn that. You have to. I'm not good at it. I don't know why. Women don't like me that have to deal with me. Like in public, especially when I'm tipping, women like me. But in the real world, they don't. I don't know why. I think I'm likable. I've had a lot of conflict with women that I've worked with. Not just where I'm at, but I mean, all the way through. So it's a me thing. Everything is a me thing, really, if you get down to it. I'm not a ladies' man, and I'm not a man's man. I'm David. I was real excited about turning 50 up until today. Now I'm like, I guess I don't know, I'm lost. I get lost sometimes where I really just don't know what's going on, and I feel like, I guess I'm just truly disappointed with myself and what I've done. Because I know how much I've been given, and I'm kind of ashamed at what I've given back. Like I have a lot, I have to give so much, and I don't have enough time to give and people don't let me give because they don't want what I have to give. And I'm standing in front of people like what I would call my ancestors, and I don't feel like I can stand in front of them, other than to say that I'm trying now, I guess, and looking for encouragement. But I mean, what have I done in my life other than New Day? I talk a lot about these seeds I've planted. I'm not trying to be mopey. It's just kind of how it resulted. I mean, I'm going to flip myself out of this. It's just, I feel lame. I feel like my life is lame. Like what I've done so far, it's kind of lame. And I wish I would have, but I have time. That's encouraging. And I'm in great shape. How can I give? Like if I had my mom sitting next to me right now, what would she tell me? I know what she'd tell me to do. And I still haven't done it. So I'm going to do that, Mom. But what would she want me to do to give to the world? I don't know what she'd want me to give. I think I know what she'd want me to do, but I don't know how to get there. She wanted me to be the change. I mean, we had a lot of time together, my mom and me, when I was young, because there was a big separation between me and my brothers. And she spent a lot of time grooming me to be who she wanted me to be. People might forget that. And she filled me up with so much love that I probably am a little overconfident. And I do have delusions of grandeur, if that's what you want to call it. A mother's love that she thought that I could be president of the United States if I wanted to be. And probably still does. How I see myself and how people around me see me. It's not even close. Like, it's not close. And that's what's really weird. You feel like you're in somebody else's, like you've been transported into this body and you're walking around and you're like, why are they acting like this to me? I thought I was, you don't even know who I am. It's very strange, but in reality though, I am a YouTube guy that has 142 subscribers. I am really paycheck to paycheck at 49 years old. I have no property other than a $1,500 car. I'm on these videos acting like somebody gives a shit. By definition, I'm a deadbeat dad. My one responsibility. I'm really underperforming at work. It's laughable. Like what I consider myself to be my best skill set, and I'm in an arena where I feel like, and I'm the weakest salesperson on my crew, like by far. I think I try the hardest. I think I take each up the most serious of anyone in my opinion. And it's a full reflection that I suck. Like, I can't deny it. It's literally like looking in a mirror if you're really fat and you're looking in the mirror trying to convince yourself that you're skinny and you're just like, I'm not. So it's evident I am no longer a good salesman. I'm not. There's enough of a sample size. In fact, I suck. But I can still make more money as an underproducing salesperson at the store, sucking, than I could hour for hour anywhere else right now, I think. Like the stress level of what I have to really endure and the amount of responsibility that I have versus the amount of money that I can make and the investment that I have to put into it. Plus, I'm actually like getting in great shape while I'm doing it. So if I change my mindset, because what's really hard is I'm like this guy that I think I'm supposed to be this great salesman. So every day I go into work and I'm just getting faced with this idea that you're totally not, dude. And so I'm like, but I am. And so it's really hard. Every day you're just like getting clobbered. Like the universe is showing me, dude, you are totally not. Like you're not. You suck at it. And I'm like, but I am. I know I have been. And everything around you is saying, you are not a good salesperson anymore. And that's the proof is in the numbers. And it's really discouraging. But if you change your mindset and you're like I said yesterday, the worst of the millionaires, then not that we're making millions of dollars, but so like I said, if I change my mindset, I can't be complacent. I can't just go into work saying I'm good. But if I change my expectations to just whatever I get from it is a gift, because it's just an opportunity for me right now to at least be able to pay my bills so that I could work on my golf game and my yoga thing. And I think it might be my best play right now. It's just to do that. And I'm strong enough to handle. I can be the worst salesperson on the floor until they say that I'm just You never want to be somebody that's had that they have to be like, listen, you're just not producing enough. We're gonna have to let you go. I don't want to be that, but you never know. That might get to that point, or where somebody could fill your shoes much better than what you're doing, and that could be possible too. So, but until that, I can try my best and just keep working and use this as an opportunity, which is what it is. Life is an opportunity. It has had way too much influence on me, though. Like, as I've been trying to self-improve, the mirror that I've been facing every day of the reflection, which is the opposite of what it's daunting. And when you work there every day, that's what it is. The people I work with, this isn't a personal thing but the people that you work with, they're not your friends. They become people that you're with all the time. So it does help a lot if you're in a good. And sales is all energy, but oftentimes you isolate yourself. I isolated myself. But I am just removing myself from anything that might harm my energy. So I'm just going to go where I'm needed and try to be where I'm wanted. And if I have time, I'm going to get away from that. Just trying to explain myself. I should be using my personality more, but I think part of the impression is that I am manipulative. So even when I start to use my personality, I think that there's skepticism to what my intent is, which is so silly. So it just is what it is. I'm not the only person in situations where you have to just find your way through them, and that's what you do. So I guess I don't want to belabor the point. Belabor. It just does make life a lot harder. It's much more fun when you're living every day around people that you feel like there's encouragement, you feel like you're encouraging, and it just a whole different feel to it. And that's really what you want to try to find. And if you could be the problem, it's very evident that I am the problem. So try not to be the problem is my biggest intent. And it's like 35 hours. I cannot be the problem for 35 hours, surely. And summer is here. Where's Clark? He's either at work, trying not to get fired, or at the golf course. That's what I want, I think. I think that's where I'm at. If I can kind of get my mindset into that, and then make it to where I can see my children as much as possible, in whatever way comes from that. I'm hoping that I can probably make money from golf, and I would feel okay with that. I mean, it's what I've been given in my life. So I can monetize my golf game, and I won't feel like I'm selling my soul. I don't want to monetize this kind of stuff because I feel like this stuff is not supposed to be monetized. I think it's supposed to be coming from my heart. So that's been a big draw. I know that people have talked about that and it sounds like a cop-out, but it's not. It's really the truth. I don't want to use my voice of... I've always had an issue with that. Like people that are selling Jesus books and then they're tithing, but they still are gaining a lot of financial success from using that. And I just think that's not the intent. I think that's like the opposite. So I don't want to like do that with not just Jesus, but with my spirituality. I don't think anything should be monetized with that. And that's what a big problem I've had with, and that seems to be like my new goal in life, and that and golf. But golf, I'm going to be providing a service, and if I can intertwine that into something, I think I can be productive for people. I think I could help people with golf and maybe with life. And I think that is something that I could do. And maybe I can find a way to make a living doing that. But anyways, I'm 50 years, a half a century. So what I want to do, I think, is really work on use my craft that I obviously suck at of being a salesman to try to keep things afloat and provide to the best of my ability to get some kind of financial security, which will allow me at the same time to frugally use a hitting net and the time that I have to work on my golf game, which is probably my best skill set. This pending my body holding up. But I need my golf game to improve so that I can gain credibility so that I can give lessons. Because nobody wants to take lessons from golf lessons from a furniture salesman that's not very good at his job. So that's what I need to do moving forward. And I think I could come up with a concept that's a very translatable to other people. Hopefully. I am singing better. I am singing better than I've ever sang in my life. I think my voice, that is true. I'm pretty sure I can play better golf than I ever have played in my life. And that will be fun. I am a very mediocre salesperson. I'm pretty sure I'm at my floor of the least amount that I could produce for the effort that I've been putting in. I can't believe that there's a deeper floor. Like, I've been there for like 8 months. I think my highest month is 63,000-ish. It's pathetic. It's awful. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't see how it could be but it could get worse. I am like literally with a good attitude though, like trying every time. It's just, I've never seen anything like it. I've been in sales a long time. I've been around a lot of environments. I've never been in one where I feel like I just am not, I don't know. And sometimes you just are in situations that aren't the right fit, I guess. Or I just suck. It's possible. Like, I am it. I don't know. It's rough. And it's not even debatable. Like, the numbers are not unclear. It's, in the end, it's volume. In the end, it's volume. It doesn't matter how many ups. It doesn't matter what your average ticket is. It doesn't matter what your closing percentage is. At the end of the day, at the end of every month, how much money did you book? And it's a moment of silence. The other three must be really strong, because I'm really strong, I think, but I'm not. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I dropped an F-bomb here, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep this. I don't like cussing anymore. Somebody that is a content creator that I had a lot of vibe with really got openly exposed in personal matters on social media. And it really had a bad reflection of him, but it was a personal matter. And he has children. And I don't want to bring up who it was. And I don't want to, because it should not be tolerated. Regardless, that shouldn't be shown. But I've been a part of that, and I've been someone that was actually actively involved on social media in dirty laundry disputes. And I was an active participant. So I understand that the impulses can happen very fast sometimes. And when you upload this stuff, it's there forever if somebody captures it. So it's just a very dangerous world that we live in, but you can totally wreck somebody's entire persona in that, with one personal thing taken out of context. It's awful what can be done to people, whether it's right or wrong, or whether they were in the wrong or not, just on the surface of that kind of thing. Basically, to frame this, because I've been talking so much, there was a couple that were married. Both of them were publicly on public platforms, and there was a personal discussion from New Year's Eve that was recorded, from a desk, unknowingly to one of the parties, but probably knowingly to the other party. And it was held for a long time and then dropped on, and I don't know who dropped it or how it got dropped, but the man on this is having an argument with and he's trying to talk softly because he has children in another room. And it's one of those really stressful environment moments where it's a marriage that's falling apart, literally on Christmas Eve. And the man is going through losing his entire family because of strife of a marriage. And he's showing his ass to and it's all videotaped, and then it drops on him. that right there is, regardless, my heart goes to the person, because I've been through that too. And there's no recovering from that, because we've, in my opinion, have probably all shown our ass in bad situations where we said things that we should never have said. But oftentimes, it doesn't matter, no excuses, but we've been in, I have had plenty of opportunity in my life. It's unexcusable behavior that I've done. It's unexcusable. But to have that shown in front of everyone, whenever your reputation is part of how you, and it isn't just public, it's your own personal psyche of reputation, of what you believe about yourself. I don't know that there's anything, because it's going to have an effect on him being a father. It can't be undone. So my heart goes out. I wanted to bring that out. I don't want to say who it is, but I watched that last night, and I shouldn't have even watched it. The person was another content creator that was doing one of those bad punts that says, I shouldn't be showing this, but I'm going to show it anyways. I hate that. Don't show it is what you should have done. And maybe had a whole show about why you're not going to show it. This is a long video. It is. People can have their whole lives wrecked just from this. And it's just something we should all be really aware of. But in reality, though, if you really are spiritual, you know that was not really you. Like this guy, if he ever watched any of my stuff, we were talking for a while. I think I made him mad. I was trying to talk him out of doing the stuff that he was doing that got him in trouble. You should have listened to me. That's terrible to say, but I really do feel for him. But he is very ego-driven. He has a very big ego. So whenever you build yourself up that big, you're going to have the potential to have to fall. But I guess that what I'm trying to say is, when you really are spiritual, when you get to the crux of it, it's all just a costume. And I mean, you have to make up for that behavior, whether it's videotaped or not. Like when you have behavior like that, those times that you show your ass, whether everybody sees it or not, everybody will see it. So it doesn't really matter whether it's the whole thing of this umbrella that we have of the social, like, what do they call those, morals or morals, and the whole idea of right and wrong from society. And then you have another umbrella that is religious, and then you have another umbrella which is governmental. And then, so that's kind of, all of them are intertwined together, but all of those, none of those are real. All of that still is underneath what is the core, which is your relationship with Mother Earth and your relationship with the divine, which is the Father. And those two things, everything else is a reflection of those two things, or comes from those two things. So if you're okay at the core, when you get down to your meditation or your prayer or your devotion, your dedication of every step you got moving forward to this, whatever it is that you want to give forward, to pay penance for what you've done. And we've all done stuff. That's how you do it. You find the light, and then you stay close to the earth. Part of being in the shadows, though, is it allows you to get a better idea of what the ground is. So, after all this, after all the chips are played, you still have a day ahead of you. So, today is just another day for me. I'm going to keep this under 30. So tune in tomorrow to find out if I had a good birthday. I am going to go sing tonight. I'm going to just treat my day to the best of my abilities and hope that everything works out the way it should. I'm really not as disappointed as I started this video out to be. But I think I need to go through some of that. I know I've done a lot of good, and I know I've made a lot of good in this world. And I'm not looking for appreciation. I'm really not. I don't really need validation. But sometimes I have hard times, so I'm trying to work through them. 50B day for me. Everybody have a great day out there. The Tao is great. Do great, be grateful. I wanted to keep it under 30. Little dinger, you say it's your birthday.